Hello. If you're watching this video, it means your student is in my IB Sports Exercise and Health Science class. I am Coach Hanna, and I'm here to show you a little bit about myself and how your student can be successful in my class. So, I grew up in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. It's a great place to grow up. It's beautiful there. If you haven't been, absolutely loved it. And after my education, my only teaching job that I've had has been at Inglemore, and I've been here for 5 years. This is my fifth. I'm an assistant football coach. I work with the wide receivers, and I help kind of coordinate aspects of the offense, and I really enjoy doing that. It's a big part of my identity and why I have students call me Coach Hanna and not Mr. Hanna. Mr. Hanna makes me feel a little bit old, and I'm still trying to pretend that I'm young. And, to me, Mr. Hanna is my father. So your students will probably refer to me as coach, and that's what I prefer. Overall, I think I'm a pretty cool dude, and hopefully your students get that vibe as well. If you're wondering if I'm qualified to teach your student about sports exercise and health science, well, let me prove it to you. After going to high school in Coeur d'Alene, I went to college at Linfield College in McMinnville, Oregon for my undergrad. I got to play college football there as a defensive back, which was a great experience. And I studied exercise science. That was a program, a bachelor's degree program that they had. And I also got minors in chemistry and biology. That was a pre-med track that they had. Obviously, I didn't end up continuing on with my pre-med path, but I loved studying exercise science. It's really all about the human body and how it responds to stress. So we'll be covering things in class like anatomy and physiology, nutrition, energetics, like how your body metabolizes things, as well as biomechanics, skills in sport. How do we measure those things? There's a whole lot that we do, and all of it are things that I studied to a pretty good depth, both in my undergraduate degree and during my master's degree. After Linfield, I went on to complete a master's in exercise science at Central Washington University. And so overall, I feel like I know what I'm doing. I love this stuff. It was certainly my passion to study, and I was very excited to find that here at Inglemore, I have the opportunity to share that with students. So it's great. If your student is interested in a future medical career, exercise science is one of the best things that they can study. A lot of times when a student goes onto a pre-med track, they focus on chemistry or they focus on biology, but exercise science is all about humans and the human body. And so, yeah, you could take a biology class or be a biology degree seeking student in college and trying to become a doctor, but you're going to learn all these things about plants and animals that really have little application to your future career. So this is going to be a great opportunity for students with that interest to kind of dip their toe into all those subjects and help them know for sure whether that's the right path for them. When I finished my master's degree in exercise science, I still wasn't sure what to do. I ended up becoming a certified strength and conditioning coach and working at that for a couple of years while I got my post-bac teaching certification. I got certified to teach through Lewis and Clark State College in Idaho. And then the first job that was offered to me was here at Inglemore, and I've been here ever since, and I love it. We have a tremendous staff, we have tremendous students, and it's really been a great place to work, and I love being here. Now, on to some things that are important to me. I pride myself on keeping a fun and inclusive classroom. And some of the ways that I do that is I create personalized playlists on Spotify. I'll send out a survey to students that asks them to tell me their preferred name, how to pronounce it, their preferred pronouns and when they want to use them, what kind of things they like to do, and music, what songs they like. And they can make requests. And so if I can find it on Spotify, and it's not going to get me fired if someone hears me playing it, it'll end up on our personalized class playlist. So if there's some downtime for us to work, we can be listening to their music. And to be honest, their music is the same music that I like. So it really works out for everyone. In addition, every week during our block period, we do a block period Billboard banger, which is a Billboard chart #1 hit from the same week of the same week of the calendar year, but from some previous year. So for example, this week was the third week of September, and I found a #1 hit from 1995. The #1 song in the country was Gangsta's Paradise by Coolio. So we listened to that a little bit during our block period. In addition, we do a daily icebreaker. Might be a little bit hard to see down here, but we're doing 2 truths and a lie in IB sports. So students come up with 2 statements about themselves that are true and one that is false. I display them for the whole class. They try to make a guess on which thing they think is not true, and then I have a conversation with that student. And we do that every day until we've done everyone. So I get a chance to have a one-on-one back and forth with students so we can get to know each other a little bit better. Now, if you're wondering how your student can be successful in this IB class, let me give you some tips. First, your student needs to be a self-advocate. This is a college preparatory course. We're going to go at a pretty quick pace, and we're going to go through some pretty high-level things. So as you know, I try my best to know what every single student needs at all times, but I'm not perfect. What will make my life easier and will also help your student is if they can reach out and ask me for help when they need it. That's pretty huge. In addition, your student should try and take advantage of second chances. I offer retakes on quizzes. I offer students the ability to correct their mistakes on tests, but they do have to earn it. So when those things come around, I will have a specific procedure for them to earn those opportunities. Usually they will need to provide some kind of evidence that they studied. I'm not going to allow second chances for students who did nothing in the first place. If your notes are blank, if you didn't do any assignments or you did nothing, well, I'm not surprised you did poorly. I'm not going to give you a second chance until you prove to me that you've done something, okay? In addition, Schoology is going to be a really, really excellent resource for students to use to keep track of assignments and to look at other resources. So let's take a quick tour of Schoology so that you can see what I'm talking about. All right, so it's currently set up for biology, but let me switch back to the proper course. So we'll go to our IB sports course, and I'm going to view it as one of our students so you can see what it looks like from their perspective. We're going to go with Zion here because he's first on the list. So sometimes I'll post announcements or reminders or updates right here. And for example, it was a Spirit Week this week, so I posted these here so students had access to kind of see what was going on. If they wanted to dress up, they could. More importantly, though, some things, general class resources include the syllabus, an online version of the textbook, and the entire course learning targets. If your student is planning on taking the IB sports test, maybe they're a diploma candidate or something like that, they can find the learning targets for the entire course right there. But I also break them out into parts per unit. So you can see we've got some getting to know you assignments that are here. Hopefully your student has done those. But here's where I will put content. So we're working through Unit 1, which is musculoskeletal anatomy. We are learning things about bones and muscles, and it's been pretty darn great. Students have been enjoying it. Within a unit, I will post my notes. So I've got some PDFs of the notes that I've been giving, as well as all the handouts that I've given to students throughout our time taking notes, because we'll have diagrams that we will label and stuff like that. They're all posted here. If a student loses theirs or they want a blank one that they can practice with, they are available. Now, for students who are taking the IB sports test and really want to bulk up on their knowledge and test their understanding, I also offer additional learning and practice. I've scoured the internet for other sources, and students can peruse these things as they please. So for example, I've got additional practice opportunities, which could be a link to an online quiz on something. We recently played this game. It's an online game called Whack-A-Bone, where a parrot squawks out the name of a bone, and the student has to click on that bone in the skeleton when it comes up. I will also link relevant videos and things like that. So there's always a bunch of extra resources found in the additional learning and practice. So if a student feels like they need to know more, here is a great place to look. All right. I also have 2 other folders, one for assignments and one for assessments. Currently, the only assignment that is listed under here is our skeletal anatomy practice, but I'm pretty sure we're supposed to have one about joints. So I should probably take some time to make sure that's posted in there because I told students in class that it would be there. Okay, so that's kind of the end of my spiel. If you have any questions, you can email me at channa@nsd.org, and I would be happy to walk you through anything and everything. Till then, I look forward to working with your student and teaching them all about exercise science. Peace.